Hello, this is Bill and I am making stuff again. Today I'm going to be making a 28mm miniature out of beads. So beads have got a bad rep lately. They're not really, used too often in this kind of wargaming, terrain building, scratch building community. And I want to change that. So me and a group of friends have got together and we are creating the Society for Manly Bead Makers people. It's not true. I don't have any friends. So using these bits and pieces, I made the body and the head, and this is the spine. Too long, obviously. Let's break that. And as you can see, there's a robot torso. So we're going to be using rhinestone stickers, and we're going to be cutting them and shaping them into whatever shape we need, and also drilling holes this time with my pinvise drill. Now with my pinvise drill, I'm going to drill 2 holes, basically 2 holes for 2 arms. That's how it works. And some 80s shoulder pads for my robot. This is a retro futuristic robot after all. Armature wire. We need armature wire for this build, so get some wire, or don't, if you want to be like that. And if you didn't know this, robots use baking soda as underarm deodorant. So it's time to beef up these arms, or shall we say, bead up the arms. Thank you, so kind. Now the best thing to do is to use a combination of all different sizes of beads and try and collect as many different sizes and shapes as you can. But where are the hands, Bill? They're coming later. Bill, shut up, Bill. And do the same thing for legs, because legs are just arms with feet at the end. So attach the waist to the torso and then we can check for scowl. Now if you don't have a little assistant like I do to check that it's 28mm, then use a ruler. Now, a really good tip to get plastic tubes is cotton earbuds, the kind that you're not really supposed to stick in your ear. Cut off the ends and you have a little styrene rod. So beef up those legs with some beads. This robot didn't miss leg day. So before we add the feet, we want to stick it to a base. But you don't have to use a base. You could use a 2p piece, or a quarter, or a rupee, or a yen. I don't know if there are yen coins. I'm pretty sure it costs like 1 million yen for a coffee. Now we need to add some robotic butt cheeks to the robot. Now once you've hidden the messy bits with beads, let's see if this little boy can walk. Come to daddy, come on boy. So let's use these little tiny beads for details, little bolts and rivets everywhere, because it's making more roboty. So here he is so far, this little mess. I mean, why try, Bill? Why do you even try? Just stop trying. Haven't you learned anything? Now making hands is the hardest thing in the world. Like, it's the worst thing. I hate making hands. I don't want to make hands. I'm not going to make hands. I'll make a claw instead. Okay, time to beef up those fingers, or should I say bead up those fingers. What? So once you've stuck the fingers on, your model should be fully articulate, or should I say articulated. You should be able to move it into any position he wants, and he should be very well spoken. So I'm going to take Mama's Secret styrene rod recipe and make a stick. More specifically, a hitty stick. Sorry, I went quiet there for a bit. It's just too tense. Some styrene plastic card. But you could just use white card, let's be honest. Be sure to make your robot 80s tough by adding spikes on his shoulder pads. Now, no 80s retro futuristic robot would be complete without a chain. Guess it's time to paint. So usual priming with black spray paint underneath and grey on top. But don't use too much, like I have, especially on a small figure like this, because you lose detail. So I'm going to start with a rusty undercoat, and I want this robot to look like some wrecked, beat up scrap bot with graffiti all over it. Now, I don't know if it's going to work. I'm terrible at painting silver. I actually learned how to paint by watching Gert from Dark Matter Workshop's videos. I put a link in the description. I used to use my fingers. I used to finger paint my figures until he showed me these hairy sticks. He called them paintbrushes. So I'm going to use paint pens to graffiti up this robot. And like real life, you graffiti something, it tends to ruin it. There he is. I'm not too happy with the paint job, but luckily here's two I made earlier, and as a little gang they look pretty good. Let me know what you think. Was this a good technique? Would you be making your own? Comment, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!